So it's fair to say the Austin Grand Prix was an improvement for Mercedes. Whilst George Russell didn't have the best race, Lewis Hamilton was up in second for most of it, and even found himself fighting for the win at the end after Max Verstappen's slow pit stop. So it's clear that the final aero upgrades that the team introduced at the track started to work, and it looks like the team have something big up their sleeve going forwards. But before we begin, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content, and you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1, and there'll be a link in the description. So among problems the team suffered this season was porpoising and bouncing. While Mercedes have been getting on top of this as the season's progressed, they just haven't had the car to fight for the title this year. For example, straight line speed has been a real issue for the team, with their car just being too draggy in a straight line compared to a team like Red Bull. But Lewis Hamilton has now detailed another problem Mercedes have been facing this season, that being brake separation. For example, Mercedes mechanics were seen working at the front of Hamilton's car prior to the Austin Grand Prix, with it emerging that they had to swap its brake material including calipers and pads, after noticing an imbalance between the front brake performance. Hamilton was quoted by Racing News 365 as saying, "When you hit the brake, instead of both fronts doing the same amount of work, either the left one does more or the right one does more, because one gains more temperature." And he felt bigger brake drums coming in this season as a result of 18-inch tyres have been the main cause of the problem. He added, "It's something we've seen a lot through the year with these new bigger drums, so it's something we're working on fixing." So whilst it's not good that there's yet another problem with the W13, it seems the team do understand the problem, and whilst it doesn't look like an easy fix, having a better understanding of the problem can help the team in the final 3 races of the season, and also for next year. Now Mercedes have turned their attention to 2023, with them doing as much learning as possible to help them better prepare for next season. For example, the aero updates Mercedes brought to Austin were there to help them get a better understanding for the W14 Challenger. And Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has now admitted that things will be changing for next year's car. He was quoted by motorsport.com as saying, "The DNA of the car is going to change for next year, that's clear. It doesn't necessarily mean that a bodywork is going to look very different, but certainly what's part of the DNA of the car, the architecture of the car, will change for next year." Now it's very clear that there does need to be a change, and changing their zero-pod design isn't out of the question. I mean, it's quite clear that the concept of the car this year just hasn't worked, despite it looking strong on paper. So Mercedes won't want to make the same mistake again, hence the amount of data they're gathering now for next season. And what will benefit the team further is that they'll have increased wind tunnel time for aero development in 2023, after Red Bull clinched the Constructors' Championship. I mean, the team is set to get 14% more wind tunnel running than Red Bull next year should they stay in third. Wolff added, "Compared to Red Bull, we're going to have 14% more if we finish third. So that overtime is exactly what the regulations were designed for, to give us the potential to eke the advantage out, to claw it back." Now remember, Mercedes had less wind tunnel time at the start of 2022 due to winning the Constructors' Championship in 2021, so having that added wind tunnel time is going to be a real benefit for them. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.